So Siwei, what would have happened to China without the stimulation that took place after the global financial crisis?
Well, actually, the most important lesson we learned is we have to change our development pattern from relying more on foreign trade and investment to relying more on domestic consumption.
But you bridge that gap with an enormous emphasis on investment and construction and infrastructure. What percentage of the Chinese growth in that period was in infrastructure and investment?
Well, we invested quite a lot in infrastructure. And also this drove the GDP, the economic growth.
Yes.
But on the other hand, the overinvestment caused a lot of problems, like excess capacity, over inventory, and lower investment return, and also environmental problems. So I think we need to change this development pattern.
So where is the overcapacity? So in the steel industry, how much overcapacity is there?
Well, actually, there are, I think it's 200 million excess capacity in our steel industry. That means around 1 trillion RMB is, when they invest, they have drove the GDP, but afterwards they cannot generate any economic growth because they are excess capacity.
200 million tonnes is a huge excess capacity.
Yes, yes.
Will it ever be used?
Well, actually, the output at this time, the output of steel in China is around 600 million tons, but our capacity is 800 million tons.
So, how do you think China has to change the way it's going to develop in the next decade or so?
Well, as I said, we have to make 3 major changes. One is change from relying more on investment and foreign trade to relying more on domestic consumption. So we need to increase people's income that they can consume. We need to improve our social security system, let them dare to consume. And also we need to provide more new products that they will to consume. And the second change is change from the extensive growth to intensive growth. That means we cannot just rely on investment to increase capacity. We need to pay more attention to raise the productivity, to improve the financial efficiency, and to reduce the environmental cost. The third change is from the external momentum to internal momentum. That means we should rely more on people, on people's activity and creativity. So if we want to do this, first we need to pay more attention in education to raise the people's cultural level and the moral cultivation. And the second is we need to promote democracy, let people have more rights to speak, to express their opinion, to select the best people to work in the government. And also we need to let people have the desire to get richer, to increase the middle class, to make the society more stable. I think this is the 3 major changes we have to make.
So they're big changes, aren't they?
Yes.
Over what period of time do you think this will take place?
Well, our goal is to build up a well-off society by the year 2020. So I think it may...
8 years?
Yes.
It's not long.
It will take several years. As you know, China is so big a country with 1.4 billion people. So there are a lot of inertia and resistance in China. So we need to move step by step. As I said, although we still have a long way to go, we are on the right track. So the most important thing is to keep moving, no matter how slow it is.
Okay.
As long as we can keep moving, we will reach our final destination.
But if you want to increase people's income, if you just simply raise their wages, the costs will rise and the cost of your goods will rise. You have to do more than that, don't you?
Yes, yes. Actually, first we need to synchronize people's income with economic growth, so that people can enjoy the achievement of economic growth. The second thing is we need to link the salary with the productivity. Without the raise of productivity, we have no way to raise people's income.
Yes.
And third is we need to link the salary with inflation. At this time being, in China, we already linked the minimum wage with the inflation rate.
But the total wage now?
Now is already in China, we already linked the minimum wage with inflation. Certainly we need, there are some other measures. Say we raise the bar of personal income tax to 3,500 RMB per month. So only 9% of Chinese people should pay income tax. And the other measure is we are promoting credit consumption, because at this time in China, the bank loans only 15% of the bank loans are personal loans. So comparing with the Western world, is 60 to 70%. So we can promote the credit consumption in a certain degree.
So in Australia, what we have supplied to China with is the commodities, the iron ore and the coal, to in fact undertake this investment program. You're saying that investment program will be reduced, so perhaps you won't need quite as much of our commodities.
Well, actually, because world economy is slowing down, so China's economy is under the impact of the world economy. So we are also slowing down. So in this case, the demand for iron ore or coal is reducing, but not seriously. So don't worry about that.
Okay. The people who trade with China should be looking to sell goods and services to the growing middle class.
Yes. Yes, actually, along with the people's income increasing, so the middle class will grow in China. So actually, some people said now we have 60 million middle class people. That's the largest number. But if you take the percentage, it's only very small.
Okay.
So just 4% of our population.
Okay.
So we need to increase it at least to 20 or 30 or even more percent
of your population
of middle class. So it takes a long time to reach this goal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.